You know what I took away from this theatre experience watching this movie? That when the lights go down, the final trailer's played its way out, and we're just about to get into the movie, the lights dimmer, and all you hear is this. So Insurgent is the sequel to Divergent, which came out last year. If you don't remember the plotline of the movie, then it's pretty simple. It's Hunger Games, but with factions. Okay, it's not exactly Hunger Games, just calm down, people, calm down, fangirls, but you know, there's 5 factions. You either fit into one of the factions. If you don't fit into a faction, you're called Divergent, which means that someone wants to kill you. There you go. So in Divergent, you saw Shailene Woodley's character, and she's just running around. She doesn't know what she wants to be. She's, it turns out she's Divergent and whatnot. And so when she has to choose what faction she wants to be with, she chooses, the parkour guys, the crime fighters, whatever they're called, those people. She chooses them. She becomes badass, and then, shit goes down. And now we're in our second movie where she's on the run, her boyfriend's on the run, her brother's on the run with them, and Miss Snow there from Hunger Games is chasing them. So the first half of this movie is pretty much the build-up to what's going to be the climax of the movie, right? Well, the first half of this movie is just so consumed with itself, and it's just constantly trying to throw things at you, just new things and different plot points that aren't going to lead anywhere and aren't going to get resolved at the end of the fucking end of the movie. So you're just like, why was that added in the first place, and why are you telling me this now when it didn't revolve here? It's just like, there was too much in this movie. An example of this is when the dad of the boyfriend of Shailene Woodley's character is like trying to reconnect with him, because in the first movie, he beat his ass, and there was all that turmoil and daddy issues and whatnot, and they make a scene out of it being like, you can't avoid me forever and stuff, as if they're gonna face, and that's actually gonna be a plot point. And then after the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and after the first action sequence, it never gets brought up again. Shit just does not get brought up again. The first half of this movie is really, really cluttered, and it's just really not that enjoyable to watch. I was pretty bored. I just couldn't follow. I didn't want to follow. The movie didn't make me want to follow these different plot points. It didn't make me want to get invested in the story. And then the second half of the movie happened. It's a bit more exciting. Things happen. They have this whole testing, which is kind of interesting because you want to see how a mind's going, and the second half's a lot more enjoyable than the first half, but still, overall, the movie ain't great. But the pacing and the plot of the movie isn't everything. How's the acting? The acting isn't actually terrible. It's not terrible. It's not 50 Shades of Grey. I'm going to be referencing that shit all year, so get used to it. It's not 50 Shades of Grey. Shailene Woodley absolutely works her ass off in this movie. She has some really good scenes. She's really good with the emotion. She brings that emotion forward. You actually get invested in the character. You want to see what's going to happen in these tests. She's really, really good. She realizes she is signed on for 4 movies. She has to stick around, and she has to do well for 4 movies. The other people, they don't give a shit. You got people like Miles Teller and Aaron Allen. The other guy from Falling Down Stars, you got him. He's in there. You got Kate Winslet in here, and all these people are just phoning it in. They really don't care. They're not trying. They're just like, okay, let's go work. Well, it's not the Hunger Games. Let's just go to work. Where's my drink? In the end, guys, I'm going to say that Insurgent wasn't that bad. It was really, really cluttered in the first half of the movie. It didn't want to focus. It didn't want to know where it was going. But then the second half of the movie happened. It was a lot better. It still didn't wrap up a lot of plot points that it needed to. It was just, the movie was it was long to me. I didn't care in the end. Shailene Woodley tried her absolute hardest to make this role work. She's a great actress. She's going to put it in for every single role. The rest of the supporting cast didn't even want to be on set. You can even tell that. They just look bored shitless on set. It's pretty funny, actually. In the end, guys, I'm going to say that Insurgent, the sequel to Divergent, the prequel to whatever the next one is, isn't too bad, but in the end, it's just there, so teen girls can go scream and holler about different boys and love stories and whatnot, and that's all it's going to be for the next 50 years, as there's more and more books that come out who get a 4-part movie release when they only need 3, and the last movie is going to split up into 2 parts. That's what I think of Insurgent. Anyway guys, that's all we got time for today. If you've enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that like button straight down below. Make sure you comment down below, have you seen Insurgent? Are you gonna see Insurgent? What did you think of Insurgent? What did you think of the first one, Divergent? If you haven't seen Insurgent, my god, this shit gets confusing. And of course guys, if you like what you've seen here, make sure you hit right here and see more movie reviews, trailer reviews, and movie news, and anything else happening in the world of movies. Make sure you click right here. I'll see you guys next time. Alright, so today I could have gone and seen a movie that critic after critic has just constantly shat on.